let's have a look at it.
Well, what you call 6 and half
a dozen of the other, Chris.
Anyway, free kick there. And Enugu Rangers looking to see whether they can break the deadlock. Still scoreless after close to 70 minutes. But defensively hard to deal with it. Well, not completely though. A cross, well dealt with. And the Enugu Rangers team watching on with anxious looks on their faces. And Richard Oti. Well, hang on. Well, Otu failed to get that pass through. Mobiansa. And Uriah Asante trying some tricks. He still has the ball. What is he going to do? Decided to go for goal, but he's playing very, very well.
Well, not bad. Looks like it was a semi-twist to it as well.
Cross comes in.
Well, no one's attacking the ball there.
Not at all.
That ball should have been attacked. Two players there just having a look. Guess someone ought to remind them they need to be scoring a goal or two here.
Abubakar Moro. Ozu Sefa. Looking for Otu. Mahatma Otu. Oh, that's very well. Everything but the finish. That encapsulates Mahatma Otu this season. He works hard, gets into good positions, works with his brain, but he needs to learn how to finish. He's already scored, but he needs to work on that.
He certainly does, and here we see once again he skips one, skips two, just has a yard in front and goes for the drive. But as you say, if it's not on target, you can ooh and ah all you like. That's not going to get the ball in the back of the net.
Mura Abubakar. And the fans still waiting. Ahartova going to get a goal to put the icing on the 100th birthday cake. I understand that cake was cut on Friday. Wonder whether they left some for us.
I don't think they did, Chris.
Just a joke, by the way. Good skill. And Adegbite. Well, he's free. What's he going to do? Oh, that's a super goal. That is a super goal. And Enugu Rangers have scored the opener.
Well,
but what a horrendous mistake.
It certainly was, and it always takes an horrendous mistake or an act of brilliance to get a goal. But I tell you what, Chris, I think this will open the game up now. I don't think the game will end like this. I think the game will certainly be opened up, but what a fantastic strike that was. That's a lesson on finishing. And I tell you what, in the crowd, I can now spot the Nigerians. But look at this once again, he takes two touches, takes a final touch, looks up, and then reverses the shot. Fantastic goal.
Razak Adegbite, the substitute brought on, and Faisal Yusuf will be cursing his stars for missing that ball.
Well, it's a terrible blunder, but have a look again. This is the second touch, and then reverses that. There's no stopping that. What a great goal.
So, fair to say, this was the Rangers team you feared were going to capitulate, but they are out of the party poopers.
Well, they are at the moment. I mean, we've still got all of 16 minutes left, plus 3 minutes or so extra time. So let's see what happens. But I think the game will certainly open up now. I think we've got a match on our hands at last.
And Razak Adegbite yellow carded for taking his jersey off.
Well, he can't help but do that, but now he better be careful.
And the free kick for Hartlepool now. What can they do? Are they going to get back into this game? And it's Kofi Abanga to take the free kick. Oh, the header across, grabbed by Ayalogu. If Enugu Rangers win, it'll be a famous victory for them, I have to say.
Well, let's see what their attitude to the game will be now. Will they try to waste time, or will they go for another goal?
Mura Abubakar, Ozusifa. And he ends up fouling his opponent, and it's a free kick. You were talking about the cautions that he picks up.
He's got to be careful, Chris. No two ways about it. He's got a top match coming next weekend. He's got to be very careful because the hype on that match is going to be much more than this. The adrenaline is going to be flowing, and he's got to control himself.
A cross coming in. And that was Boubier trying to cover. Well, the clearance didn't get out on time. And Rangers will be brimming with confidence after that goal. The ball stayed in play. And now can Hearts build something? This is poor pass by Kofi Abanga. And Mahatma Utu is furious. He has set himself free down the left, expecting a pass.
Well, I think that's rich coming from him. He's had opportunities, he's not put them away. So I think he's got to be patient with other players as well.
And Rangers, they are growing in confidence.
Well, I think
that's a lovely ball over the top. Rangers again. Well, Hartlepool very fortunate that another air shot took place. So Hartlepool now on the attack. Blocked yet again. And it's an opportunity again, but the angle was narrowed by Kofi Ajari. But Rangers clearly determined to go for the killer blow.
Yeah, they certainly are. And here's the blunder once again. 1-2, takes the last touch and reverses that strike. It's fantastic, isn't it?
It is a great goal. And this got him a yellow card in the bargain, taking his shirt off. And already it's a Hartlepool player, Uriah Asante it is. He's up on his feet now. And this was the tackle that brought it about. Meanwhile, Nana, you can tell us what's going on. I know we're watching the replay, but a few afters, I suppose.
Well, I think there's some afters going down at the front of the stadium, a bit of fisticuffs amongst themselves. I don't know what the problem is. It's hard to tell if it's a Nigerian fan or it's a Hearts of Oak fan. Just can't tell.
Hearts of Oak are now attacking, the shot coming in, going off target. It's going to be a goal kick with all of about 12 minutes for Hearts of Oak to try and save this one. And a loss. Certainly not the right way to celebrate a 100th birthday party.
Yeah, but I think they've got to look beyond that, and they've got to be thinking about next weekend's match, and I think it'll be useful, even if they do lose, to have a look at the reasons why they have lost and consider the type of opposition they're going to face next week, which is probably going to be 5 times the strength of what they're facing now.
Hearts of Oak, Abanga, Boubier. It's a lovely ball there. But Enugu Rangers do with it. It's going to be a throw.
But it's amazing what a goal can do. All of a sudden, they've now upped the tempo and they're starting to play the football we were expecting to see almost 60 minutes ago.
And Hartlepool have had anxiety creeping into their game, so a few mistakes like that one, I mean losing possession when they were on the attack, that hasn't helped them at all. And that's a foul there. And some attention is needed. It was 2 minutes time added on at the end of the first half. With the looks of things, we might probably have 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
At the end of this half, with 10 minutes of normal time remaining, it's still Hartlepool 0, Enugu Rangers 1. And it's Chikaluba Fuedu who's about to be brought back on.
They've got 4 on top, Chris, 2 in the middle of the park.
That's a measure of the ambition, isn't it?
Yep, that's Enugu Rangers I'm talking about.
The ball eventually cleared out. A good header, but Rangers looking very confident at the back. It's going to be a throw-in to Enugu Rangers. It's going to be a throw. Free kick to Enugu Rangers. And this is not what Hartlepool wants, to be conceding such set pieces at this time. Oh, what a goal! Oh, what a screamer! That is a fabulous goal.
Well, I was just about to say, Chris, they've conceded the middle of the park. One touch and look at that, it's in the back of the net. I can hardly believe it.
What a cracker!
They've pooped all over the party.
I cannot believe what I've just seen.
Well, I'd love to see the replay because that's a fantastic strike. And this club is 6th in the Nigerian Premier League. Wow.
Egu Chigozie who got that goal, and Lokote doesn't know what's hit him. Seriously. What a strike. That's the kind of strike you want to see.
Well, here we see once again from the free kick. No one picks up the space. No one closes down the player. He has one touch, and what a strike. From 30 yards almost. That's a fantastic goal.
I don't think Lokote could have done something about it because he got a hand to it.
No, I don't think he could have, Chris. That was a bullet. I think where the problem arose, no one closed down the initial ball, and he just had time to hit that on the half volley.
Well, you know what? After 1-0, I was going to call them the party spoilers, but after 2-0, they are the party poopers.
They sure are. They've pooped all over this party. What a fantastic way to do it, though. That's 2 great goals, to be honest with you.
Shots arched towards the top corner with unerring accuracy. You just love to see that. And you know, recently I was at the FIFA course for technical directors, and I was talking to the head of the Nigerian technical department of the Nigerian Football Federation. And apparently a problem they also have is the same as ours. Local players are ignored when it comes to selections for the Super Eagles.
Wow.
They might want to take a look at some of these players.
I think they ought to.
I mean, moving forward, since they failed to qualify for Gabon and Equatorial Guinea.
But they must have an abundance of talent because this club is 6th in their league.
Yes.
And if they're playing like this.
It says a whole lot, doesn't it?
It certainly does. What a statement.
Huge, huge statement. Heart of oak. How are they going to react? They've fallen guilty to 2 sucker punches, and Enugu Rangers don't seem as if they want to let up.
Well, I said it earlier on, Chris. It was important to see what Enugu Rangers will do. Would they sit back and waste time, or would they go for goal number 2? And they've answered that quite succinctly.
And Heart of Oak, but we're looking to see whether they can get at least a consolation. We are entering the final 5 minutes of this match. But I'd love to see that strike again. What a bullet that was. And a pass coming through, and this is Kofi Uriah. Heart of Oak. They need to provide some inspiration. They need to bring the cheers to the fans, but Enugu Rangers are having none of it. They look stronger, they look fitter, and they look far more prepared. Faisal Yusuf this time intercepting that ball. It's going to be a throw. And just as you kept saying that this is a test match for Heart of Oak, I can guarantee you that Kumasi and Asante are watching this game with interest.
I think they are. I think the entire technical bench and all the players are watching this game. No two ways about that, plus their supporters. And I think they're assessing.
They certainly are, but I mean,
you can bet Coach Maxwell Canedo is plotting something from this, can't you?
But you see, what makes it so intriguing is that even as Maxwell Canedo is plotting, Nebosa Bocicevic would have looked at it, looked at certain mistakes in the team, and will look to work on them.
But he's not here. I don't think he's here, Chris. I think his father died and he had to leave. So the assistant coach is on top of the event.
Well, then Shaibu Tango has to work hard then.
Well,
you have to work for the money. Ball kicked inside. Otu goes down. And a penalty given. I don't know.
Well, the referee was 50 yards away, if that's what you were talking about. But why not give it to them? And,
yeah,
and let's have another 5 more minutes and see what can happen.
It's a centenary celebration match. There will be some ounce of sympathy. Penalty to Hearts. Let's take a look. See how it happened. Well, I think he thought about it. He took the kick in the ribs, thought about it for a second, and then went down himself. But nonetheless, it is a penalty. There was contact, so it is a penalty. So perhaps we're going to look at a comeback. Of course, we're talking about Heart of Oak's history. In the 1977 African Champions Cup semi-final, they lost 5-2. Well, I'll tell you about the story after they convert this penalty. And I think it's Uriah Asante going to take it.
That keeper looks big in the post, doesn't he?
Ayalugu.
He looks very big.
I'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Stephen Ada is being brought off and Nella Beatrice is being brought on. Well, the keeper got a hand to it, but Uriah Asante has scored to make it 2-1. No, this keeper is good.
He is very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, I was talking to you about 1977. 1977, Hearts of Oak lost 5-2 to Midfielder Wanderers in Zambia, and the second leg was at the Elwat Stadium. 20 minutes to go, still no goals, and then Mohamed Polo began to weave his magic. Final score 3-0 to Hearts of Oak. That was why it was called a miracle of Elwak all those years ago. Meanwhile, Enugu Rangers still fighting hard. They're coming back. Are we going to have a grandstand finish?
Well, I think we are. 44 minutes on the clock. But let's see what added time there will be. I think about 5 minutes.
That's what we were talking about some time back, weren't we? And the Enugu Rangers still fighting hard. The stadium announcers are complaining that Enugu Rangers were invited to the party and they decided to poop all over the party. Enugu Rangers getting the ball away. OT. Faisal Yusuf. No quarter gets the ball away. Free kick. And let's see what Hearts of Oak can do with this set piece that has been given to them by the referee.
Well, it's about 30, 32 yards out. I think they've just got to try and pop it in the box and fight for it there. But you never know, someone might go for a long shot.
And if Hearts of Oak ever needed a set piece to work, it is now.
Certainly is. Well, 46 minutes on the clock. Still haven't seen what time's left yet, but it's going to be all important.
Well, deflected. It's going to be a throw to Hearts of Oak. Meanwhile, Chibuzo Amadu took the full force of that shot and is lying down spread eagle. Not this one. We'll see him in a bit, I think.
Well, I think now they want to try and waste time, don't they? Because, I mean, look at this player. He's gone down. What's wrong with him? He's claiming he probably took a knock in the face. But the assistant is not amused. Well, oh, I see. A little bit of handbags. And then he goes down like a sack of potatoes.
I told you, if you're looking for budding actors, the next best place is a soccer field. There you are. Let's take a look at this again. Didn't really hit him in the face, did he?
No, he didn't.
Anyway, Samuel Izamaba about to be brought on. Comes out, it's going to be a corner kick to Hearts of Oak.
Well,
4 minutes.
4 minutes with 48 minutes on the clock.
Let's wait. Let's wait till the match.
No, but they are 48 minutes on the clock.
Yeah. Ball cleared out. And the Enugu Rangers defend and defend well. But Hearts of Oak now camped in their half. Kofi Abanga. Ball headed out.
If they keep pushing that ball in the 18-yard box, they can get another penalty. All they've got to do is force mistakes in there, because now the defense of Enugu Rangers is rather dogged, to say the least. So they've got to get in that 18-yard box.
Well, that is the end of the match. William Bobobi has brought proceedings to an end, and Hearts of Oak have lost it 2-1. Or was it a case of deciding he had seen enough?
Well, there were 48 minutes on the clock. 45 minutes is the second half, the duration. And another minute made it 49, so I think he probably got it right.
Well, that's it. Full-time scores in the centenary celebration match from the Accra Sports Stadium. Accra Hearts of Oak 1, Enugu Rangers 2.
Sports Stadium, and what a way it has ended for the Phobians. 2-1 against Accra Hearts of Oak. Enugu Rangers making sure that they put 2 goals past the goalkeeper of Accra Hearts of Oak. And Samia J had then departed, and his replacement unfortunately conceded the goals. Well, we'll try to get a few interviews, and here's the coach of Enugu Rangers. Congratulations, coach. And how did this match turn out for you? I mean, I thought that you didn't have a lot of pressure on you and just going to play it easy.
It was a good match. The Ghana boys are moving very well. And you can see they missed 1 or 2 good goal chances. Our own is that the thing just came, we took our chances. So it's not that they are bad side, they are good side.
Well, it was a good match you played, and I hear you're on 6th on the league table in the Nigerian Premier League. On the 5th table right now. And when is your next game?
You mean
okay, no, I'm in Enugu. I'm talking about your next game in the Premiership.
No, the Premiership games have finished. So what we have now is WAFO game. We are playing WAFO finals in Togo by first week of December. So that's the only matches we have now. Then the next season kicks off maybe in December in Nigeria.
But I wish you well in the subsequent games. All right. Okay. And Coach Shaibutanku here joins me here. Well, Coach, it's under 2-1 against you. What are your feelings about this game?
I'm feeling very, very bad. Very, very bad. I must be frank with you. Because I least expected such results. Yeah.
And is it that the plan for the game did not go well, or what?
No, not that. I mean, we had some hitches at the back. You saw that Osebonzu said he couldn't play because of his leg, and we could not do anything. But we have some substitutes who are there, so you have to bring them in. So I mean, it wasn't that we could not handle them. We could have. You saw it in the first half. We handled them well, but Osebonzu complained. He said he cannot play. I mean, we cannot. I mean, yeah, that is it. We can't do anything about it.
Quite a number of injury concerns, and at the latter part we saw that Mahatma Otu also had a knock.
Yeah, so I mean the boys are scared, however, because of next week's match. So they are very, very careful. They told me, Coach, we can't give it all, but we'll do what we can do. So we thought we could contain them, and then in the long run we'll be able to, I mean, at least get a win.
We pray that they recover enough in time enough for that game next week. All right, all the best. All right, so that was Coach Aibutango standing in for Vucicevic. Well, that's how it's ended here at the Accra Sports